secure the top spot, the top 4 spot, but they want the seeding to be there. However, Impunity is kind of a risky situation right now. They have 1 win only and 2 losses so far, and they have to win potentially these 2 remaining matches. If they only win 1, their fate will definitely now depend on the results of the other teams. But yeah, let's see. This is going to be an exciting one. Is actually Impunity is also one of our featured teams for this stream up against Vitality, because that will definitely tell us what will happen for their group. But Hugh, what are your thoughts, Zero?
Well, I think it's going to be it's tough here for the side of Impunity. They haven't really been they've showcased certain flashes of brilliance against the likes of teams. I think Weibo they played against. No, it was Team Secret that they played against yesterday. So they do have a fighting chance, but hey, they're playing against LGD. That's never an easy opponent to fight in any sort of situation. And as things are starting to look hard, LGD has always been able to step up. It's Musang King, we've seen him the MVP of the last match on the Ogren, JR fantastic on the long, Ze Xiang, Zihong, and Jimmy, who has not seen any playing time yet. But hey, these all 6 players are all beasts.
Definitely a beast. It shows on the numbers of their wins so far. Already 4 wins, and they want that one last win, it seems, to get that ability to go for that decision, a power of decision, who they're gonna go up against within the knockout stage. So I think this is definitely something that they will have to look forward to. But then again, I also have some trust on Impunity. They're actually one of the strongest team as well. They have been in the Honor of Kings Kings scene for quite a while too. And let's take a look at them. They have Zero, ex-hero in here, Black, Shaolin, Megumi, and Ashing for sure. They've got the experience, and I think with 1 night of rest, they probably have the momentum once more to fight back.
If they had a long day yesterday, having to play 3 games, but hey, you come back fresh, you come back against LGD. If you're able to get a win here, suddenly, their outcome of the group doesn't look so bad. They stand a very good chance to move on to the playoffs. But if they lose here, then, their final game is against the likes of Vitality, and that might decide their fate in the tournament as well. Not just them, but also for the side of VKS.
That's true, very much VKS. But we do have an interview to share with you guys with LGD. Come watch this one.
The one who would control fate must be heartless. Raise the axe of God to smite all. Only then bless the people of Ningmeng. Guide your fate. The cycle of rebirth.
It wasn't an interview, but it was an Ogren promotion that we have. Ogren is available now. You've seen him previously with the LGD matchup against VKS. You've seen here having really good KDA. He's got this seer state where he can actually go for that state to kill all the targets with low HP. In addition to that, of course, his skill 1 can also activate that seer state. Really amazing new hero, actually the latest one that we have in the global server. So yeah, are you loving so far the Ogren skins or heroes that we've seen a while ago? But I think before you answer that, let's head on to the interview with LGD.
感觉这里非常棒啊！这是我人生第一次来到这种国际赛事，就很兴奋，很开心。我家对抗路是香 ，He is the Clash Lane. Our mid lane is Jihong. Farm lane is Jiao. Support is 这。 我觉得我的团队会赢，因为梦还是要有的，万一实现，我们就平常心打就好了，不要紧张。这赢得了这比赛，对我们所有人都是人生中很大的意义。谢谢你们，我们会尽全力拿下冠军的。
Gotta love the interview on that one. Now, since they have showcased us some good Ogrand plays, I'm gonna go back. I did not forget my question to you, Zero. So I'm gonna go back to you. Did you love all of the Ogrand plays that we've seen so far in the first 2 days that we have?
Oh, absolutely. He is. There's a reason why he's constantly just being banned out or picked out so far. He has a 80% win rate, almost, for the side of Ogrand. But if the Impunity has anything to say about it, let's see what they have to say about their tournament run in the EWC with this video.
我是感觉很开心，毕竟又出国了，出国游玩去了。就是很开心能到别的国家，就是去玩的意思。我们的中路是擦黑的那个，发育路是小林，然后打野是不赖，然后辅助是蒙古米，然后我是对抗路，我是玩对抗路，搞笑的。我们打比赛不能搞笑，认真的，我们打比赛很认真的。就我们团队如果压力很大的话，就会喊一句，大声的喊一句 nice。这次比赛哪个团队会赢？对，把我们该做的做好，自然就会赢。我觉得就 KPL 梦之队赢的概率会很大，就能拿冠军的那种。如果发挥的好，那就是一路能连胜过来。对我们粉丝说，感谢你们一路以来的支持，感谢你 ，Impunity 加油！
They are a fun team, but they are very serious in their games. I mean, I'm pretty sure that all of the teams are fun, but maybe Impunity in here are now fun from, their rest from yesterday, taking a break, but even more serious to go up against Team LGD. Because again, they are quite in a shaky spot right now in their group.
Yeah, but Impunity looks like, a team that you can definitely be a fan of, just the energy they're giving out. They're here to have fun, they're here to play as well. So, I hope that, they find themselves out of this situation. It's tough, but hey, they are going to be able to at least try once again against LGD in this group stage match. We have the picks and bans already underway. They're long taken out there by LGD, while Impunity bans out the Musashi and the Ogrand.
That's so true. Sadly, we won't be able to see any Ogrand. I mean, we've seen how effectively LGD have been using that Ogrand, so I think that's a good respect on this draft, banning that up against LGD. But the Long will be out of the picture as well. Looking at the statistics that they had, Impunity had a Pariah on the Dune. I wonder if this is something that they're going to be picking up for themselves as well, but not going to be a priority as Arlie will be here to secure the late game.
Yep, that is the top priority marksman at the moment in the current meta. But LGD, they prioritize something else. It's going to be the Dalia once again, but paired up with the Mai for them. So Dalia did give them so much healing in the previous match when they paired up with a Yuhuan, but let's see if LGD will do the same thing once again. This time though, they will not be able to play the Yuhuan in mid, so it will be a jungle Yuhuan if they decide to go for that, or they might just pick up the lane here to have that double death by sunset.
Yes, that's true. Let's find out. They're not going to be prioritizing the Yuhuan. They want the stun and CC coming off from the Dirianja, and of course the natural cleanse that he has to go up against the Lady Jen and potentially to match up against Arlie. He could just like go for the stun against the Arlie, the Imperial Order, to stop the Arlie from free hitting.
But here, you know, Impunity spotting that LGD still needs their Clash laner, takes out the lane as well as the Mayin. So in terms of the Clash lanes as well, there's not many heroes left in the pool. Maybe a Byron. Looks like LGD has the same thought. They will go for the Byron. One to just really bully the Dharma in lane, and just get them off to a great start.
That's true. And I think one thing we should also look forward to later on is how they're going to be visiting their Clash laners in here to make a fight, to maybe create that early space already in order for their Clash laner to go for a rotate. But Kaiser in here getting hovered right now by Impunity to add some source of sustain and front line to allow Lady Jen to free it, and so as is the Arlie. So I think this is okay, looking good so far for their hover. But yeah, one thing we notice in here too is that it makes us wonder what's gonna be the jungle for the side of LGD. But yeah, Yarya will be banned out to just avoid that combination between the Arlie and the Yarya. But ooh, I just don't know. I mean, Impunity left this open for quite a while, and LGD not even prioritizing this one. Still gonna go for the U1 jungle.
Yeah, Impunity decided to ban two Clash laners and then pick up the Kaiser to also block it away from LGD. The Kaiser the Leah combo is actually also very scary. That allows, you know, Kaiser to really be a tanky frontliner. But here, you know, the Yuhuan gets slipped through. LGD will pick it up once again. We've seen it to great effect in the previous game against VKS. So this, we might see another opportunity for the Yuhuan to shine, but this time in the jungle role.
That's true. They're showcasing to us what the capabilities of a Yuhuan are. So these are like good sources of like content from this stream all along, or from this series all alone. And I love how our coaches have put on a smile and confidently shook their hands in there right after the draft. Pretty much seems like they're confident on the drafts of both of these teams. We can see a lot of engaged potential coming from the side of Impunity. Pretty much almost the same for the side of team LGD, but the add to that one is of course the sustain that they have with the Yuhuan Dolia combination.
Yeah, but on the other hand though, Impunity, they do have that very scary Zhang Fei paired with the ladies, and that is so much team fight that they can have. A Shaolin mid lane taking a lot of damage, already down to half health.
Yeah, so true. I mean, the poke advantage that they have in here too, and look at the invade that they're actually doing right now, just disrupting. Oh, look at this stuff. Poke connecting to the Kaiser. Kaiser will be the first blood, and we continue the team fight right now because Musan King will fall down. What a trade! Make it 2-for-1 trade right now. Is this even done yet? Because it seems like they want more kill. That poke will not connect, quite apparently coming from our Mai Shiranui, but he'll go back to his lane. He's go back to his domain, but the Dolia and Byron is still there in the jungle of Impunity.
1-4-3 trade-off there, and they lost the Azure Golem buff taken away from Black, but at least they managed to recapture it to give it to the hands of Shaolin. So Shaolin's gonna be the sole benefactor of the entire team fight, and that's gonna help out her farm quite a bit, but that's not gonna help Black at all.
That's so true. I mean, he's the first blood in there from the hands of LGD. So, and of course, he got disrupted. You don't want that to happen to a Kaiser. But later on, I think what Impunity needs to do in this one is to just buy some time, just avoid the team fights that LGD is trying to go on for too. We need a tankier front line in here in form of the Zhang Fei and the Kaiser as well. So I think they just have to be very patient because they've got an Arlie as well to secure their late game. But hold up, because we have a 1v2 tussle on the top side. Si Young getting slowed and here getting knocked back, trying to sustain the damage with his HP bar, but then again we fall down onto the hands of Ashing now. There's goes a chase. Musan King trying to go for a chase on Ashing. Question, will Ashing survive? But to no afford as he will burst it down with this combination between the Mai Shiranui and the U1 as well. And onto the middle lane as well, we can see Xian leaning here, trying to poke out Je in the process. Still, lots of invades in here. Our Mai Shiranui is still not even stopping with the pokes. Will there be a contestation? They will try. No, they actually will be able to secure their blue buff for themselves. And nice attempt for invade still coming from the side of LGD.
Yeah, but Gumi being able to take that away from the Yuhuan is huge, because that means that she cannot abuse just having two as their golems, but the invades, like you said, they just keep going on. More and more camps taken away from Black. Not the best situation that he could hope for. Really losing out in a lot of farm, and he's gonna fall off very quickly if he's still not able to get some kills or get some crucial team fights going on in his favor.
That's so true. I mean, pretty sure he's not having fun with this one. But the question is, what can they do on the side of Impunity in here? Right now, we're taking a look at the difference in terms of gold, 1.9k to 2.1. Okay, this is not at least a K gold lead, 1k gold lead, but this is like in a process where LGD is just capitalizing on their potential right now. We've seen a couple of times Ji-Hong in here just, you know, just aggressively going for the poke. And at the same time, Yuan with the stuns as well, mournful tempo. And you're also not gonna get stunned, but also gonna get slowed. So they do have the chase potential in here.
Yeah, but like you said, so much poke there from Zihong, just throwing out Kachosins left, right, and center. Musang King rotating out towards the top, looking like they want to pressure the tier 1 tower. But with the Kaiser and the Dharma over there, he's not going to be able to continue on. But Musang King uses the teleport towards the mid, looking like she wants to start some action for herself as well.
And it seems like there our LGD is going to position themselves onto the Tyrant, first Tyrant of the game. But I love the exchange. That Impunity is actually doing that, but Siang actually has a vision. I wonder if they will try to go for the steal. Nope, we did not. I mean, the camera did not really see that, but Impunity will still be able to secure that for themselves. But we can see onto the middle lane here. Look at the aggression, the siege being done right now by LGD. Unbridled Outburst has been used just to shove away the members of LGD. But look at that, they're not even backing away. They're just confident because they do know that there's no backup damage right now. Coming from the Arlie doesn't even have the damage as of yet. But again, the siege is just way too much from the side of LGD right now.
Yeah, they know that Black is basically a non-factor at the moment, so the Kaiser not having the damage is a huge factor in why they're being so aggressive. I hear they're trying to go for a fight. Yuhan dropping very low, forced to use the ultimate to back off.
Definitely going to be making use of the unending sorrows to make himself untargetable. They will be able to secure the tower on the bottom side part of the map, allowing the D-Rengia to actually rotate into other lanes. They probably are going to go for that 1-3-1 rotation already, maybe 4-1. But yeah, this is so far looking good since this is a 2k gold that we're talking about in favor of LGD.
Yeah, but they really want this mid tier 1 tower is LGD. You constantly see them put a lot of members there. Megumi in some trouble. Can he back off from this?
Gonna go for the shield here and there, but look at the damage going from the members of LGD right now. We're gonna fall down onto the hands of Musang King. Way too much magic and damage. I mean, this is the moment. I mean, this is the timestamp, game timestamp, wherein you don't really will find yourself in a tanky mode. You know, we have to wait for the late game for the side of Impunity in here, and now it's just gonna be up to them. But for the meantime, you can see members of LGD just going for the siege, and again, they're not stopping on the jungle invades.
They're not giving Black any time to farm whatsoever. This tier 2 tower in the bottom is going to fall very quickly, and that is more and more real estate being taken away from the side of Impunity. Power trade-off though on top, Dharma was able to finish that off, so that gives them a little bit of gold, but that Crimson Golem is going towards the way of LGD once again. Again taken away from Black, and Black is really suffering right now if you look at his itemization.
Looks like there goes the creation of space just to take down tower in the middle lane right now, and Ending Sorrow has been used by the Yuan to save himself through any potential CC lock from the side of Impunity. And then, I mean, this is like really textbook play coming from LGD right now. We go for our objective, and then we don't force team fights. If they want to try to engage, we just avoid. If we kill someone, let's go. But again, there is also a lack of pressure coming from the side of Impunity right now, not allowing Black to go for his jungle, you know, objectives, the jungle monsters, nothing like that. But for the meantime, you can see the Unbridled Outburst already has been used. Gonna be able to target the Mai Shiranui, but then again, Mai Shiranui is very mobile. He will be able to go for that escape, but getting slowed down in here is the Kaiser right now. Again, the jungle invade, no space for Black to actually farm.
Yeah, it is just a tough situation right now for Black. He needs to try and find a fight with limited items there. But hey, he can rely on his teammates. You've got the Zhang Fei, you've got the ladies, and to become that true frontline for you, and then you take a fight after the fact. So let's see if Impunity is able to find that. Oh, Zhang Fei is in trouble, dropping low.
Gotta get that shield though, but for the meantime, there are members of LGD in here already going onto the backline, super low in HP. Still see Young will be able to survive, but look at this one. Loss of sustain and ending sorrow has been used already, but the rest of the members of Team LGD are already falling down. Musan King will be the first one to actually fall down, but the rest will still be safe thanks to the remaining heals coming from the Dolia as well. But it seems like this is somehow what Impunity is going to be looking forward to. So try to pick off one member of LGD one by one, and then maybe we can come back.
Yeah, but they have to play patient. They have to not crumble to this pressure that LGD is giving. Another Azure Golem taken away from the Impunity side, and if you look at Black, he's not having a great time whatsoever. Still, that was a good fight for them to be able to find an opening in towards this game, and if they get another good fight somehow or another, you know, we might just see them back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, that's so true, where the Blazing Cape is already being built in here, but for the meantime, let's take a look at the team fight happening right now, and Bridal Outburst has been used right now, but the one member in here is going so low on the side of LGD, but the Chase trying to go for the target. They just want to create that space. They're not going to fully commit onto the fight because they still want to respect Impunity. Meanwhile, we can see Ashi doing some miracle onto the top side.
Let's take a look at that fight again. Two members from the side of Impunity almost falling there. The Invincible Warrior kept the Kaiser alive for so long. Look at that. Black was still alive after all of that. They managed to shut down Musan King. They did lose the Dharma, but hey, 1-for-1 trade in a losing situation, you would take that any time of the day.
That's true, that's true. You would love that still. It's like light of hope for them. And the moment that they are even prolonging the fight, more chances for Megumi and Black to get even tankier, and even Ashing, and for Shaolin to actually go for that free hit onto the backline. But of course, we gotta wait for Jero, X-Hero, or Megumi to go for that setup, or maybe even Ashing for the setup. They have a lot of sources for setup in here, but of course, they need to catch up in terms of itemization.
Absolutely, the itemization is the key concern here for Black. He's not as tanky as he'd like to be, and he's facing against so much damage coming from the side of LGD. And Black is trying to run for his life here. Can he get out?
Run while there is support.
Dharma.
Engage onto the side, and here coming from our members of Impunity, but seems like they're the one to fall down because X-Hero will fall down together with Ashing, but Shaolin in here will go for one kill. There is a chase right now. Oh, will he get the last hit? But thanks to the backup and shielding coming from Megumi, but again, although he was able to protect his teammate, he will fall down. Arlie was safe, but then again, members of LGD, it seems like they're eyeing for a tower take onto the mid.
They get that tower, they get their first tier trees, and that opens up the high ground for the side of LGD. They are looking like they want to end this game as quickly as possible. That will be assisted there with the Tyrant buff and maybe the Overlord as well after this. So LGD firmly in the driver's seat at the moment, 6,000 net worth. But Black is starting to catch up. He's still far behind in terms of the net worth, behind Musan King, but we can see him starting to be able to soak up more and more damage.
Definitely getting there. Again, in terms of anti-healing items, again, the only source right now we can see is the Blazing Cape. There is no Venomous Staff or Mortal Punisher being seen right now on the itemization of Impunity, and that would just allow, you know, the healings coming from Musan King and Jay right now to become still effective somehow. But they are already trying to go for a siege into the middle lane, forcing the rest of the members of Impunity to teleport back into the base. But seems like Shaolin decided to just continue with the teleport.
Yep, this Tyrant is, this Overlord is going to be crucial, but the Primal Bonds are still available there. The debuff is still on the side of LGD, so they are taking some time, taking a bit more damage than they like. Impunity though, not trying to contest whatsoever. They're more than happy to just continuing farming up on their heroes, try and catch up that way.
That's true, that's true. They want to play it safe, at least, you know, just avoid the risk, even riskier situation when they get wiped out, and then gonna have their crystal fall down. But yeah, members of Impunity forced to back away, but we can see in here Ashing still trying to go for that side lane push, but actually on the top side tower as well will fall down. A lot of super minions will come through anytime soon on their base.
Yep, they lost the tier 3 without any contest. Ooh, lots of damage towards Musang King. I thought he might have needed to use his ultimate there. If a single crit did land, he was pretty much dead there and then. But knowing Musang King, he's always going to be able to try and play at his limits. To try and play with the lowest HP possible before popping his ultimate to heal everybody up.
Yeah, this is not like, okay, spam, just make use of the skills and spam here and there. These are what we call calculated moves. But talking about calculated moves, will there be any calculated moves in here? We can see the Zhangfei onto the back line though. All of the high ground towers already has fallen down. We can see the aggression coming from the Dolia as well. Minion waves are coming in. What are the odds in here? We need a setup coming from our
back lines.
Look at that shoulder will fall down. However, surprisingly though, Jet will fall down too. But the rest of the members of Team Impunity already falling down. Megumi is all the one remaining. Will still be able to survive, but it seems like Team LGD will want to focus fire onto the base, winning this match up against Impunity. Congratulations.
That was just dominance from the side of LGD from the word go. Never giving the jungle ever to the side of Black. And you know, Black, he just had a terrible start. We did see the use of the Kaiser towards the later stages of the game. He became very tanky, became very unkillable and very sticky to all these heroes. And that was a good position that Black wanted to be in. But unfortunately, the early game was just too bad for the Kaiser to really do anything. And Impunity right now, 1 and 3 in terms of score. They are not in a good spot in the group stage.
Definitely not. They already have one. They have 1 win and 3 losses already. They still have a chance later on if they win the next match that they have. But for LGD, they already finished all their matches. 5 wins and they are securing the top 1 spot. They get to decide later on who they will be matching up against with in the knockout stage. But let's take a look at the amazing highlights from this game.
Yeah, this fight, I thought, you know, this was Impunity's way back into the fight. Dharma as well as Megumi was able to deal so much damage to Zihong and JR, but unfortunately nobody to clean them up. And they just lost too many members from there. If they got that fight, we might see a different outcome or at least a longer game. But because they lost that fight in such a terrible fashion, it was just too much to deal with. And LGD just too hard to beat. 5-0 in these groups, and they are number 1. They are top in Group A.
Yes, it's like, you know, the rest of the teams in Group A are like, okay, what's gonna be our position? But for LGD, it's like, sure.
They already know.
It's like, they already know. Meanwhile, for Group B, we have like 2 teams, okay, KPL and Weibo. But yeah, let's take a look at the match results from a while ago. Anything highlight worthy that you can point out in here, Zero?
I mean, X0 definitely did a lot of damage for his team, but unfortunately, just never be able to close out the game in terms of those fights. Wasn't able to get those kills, and once again, the MVP going towards the way of LGD's Musang King on the Yuhuan again. No, sorry, Yuhuan was played by Zihong in the previous game, but here is being played there by Musang King. So. Still very MVP worthy game from him, 5, 2, and 6, and always a threat in every single team fight.
Yes, that's so true. I mean, the unlimited heals that they've got, unending sorrow, then you make use of that. Celestial, followed up by the Celestial Melody coming from Dolia, is again unlimited skills, unlimited healing for your whole. It's not just for himself, but for his teammates. But yeah, up next is going to be the match between Team Secret versus Team Vitality. Something to look forward to, because again, these are the 2 teams as well in a shaky position in our group. But then again, everyone, guys, don't forget to make use of the hashtag HoK. EWC 2024 for you to get a chance on winning some permanent skins. Any of your thoughts, analysis, we'd love to hear that being posted in social media, whether it be Twitter or X, Threads. I don't know if you're actually there too, wherever, Facebook too. But yeah, what else do we have in here, Zero?
We also have the brand new hero. We've seen him shine. We've seen him go off with a bang. He is one of the highest win rate heroes currently in the Esports World Cup Honor of Kings Midseason Invitational. I think he's currently at an 80% win rate. And definitely, if you are looking to climb the ladder, climb the leaderboard, this is one of those heroes that you definitely need right now. It's just so strong with the lifesteal and everything that he can provide to the rest of his team.
That's so true. That's so true. The space creation, even I would say. But yeah, make sure to get the Ogren skin, Ogren hero already. So, everyone, we are done with the first half of our stream of our day 2 of the group stages. I'm so excited for the second half because this is where we will almost find out like what is gonna be the final results. But yeah, let's head on to a short break for the meantime. Once again, I'm Makisaya. With me is Zero. We'll be back after a few minutes break.